Excuse me, there's my chicken. If you don't pass my wine, excuse me.
Hello everybody, today we're playing with Giott, King of the Dwarves. He's a 2-mana 1/1 in Boros, which is red and white. It's a legendary creature dwarf noble with double strike. And whenever Giott or another dwarf you control enters, and whenever an equipment you control enters, you may discard a card, and if you do, you draw a card. So this is a Dwarves Matter deck. It works very well in Brawl because you have access to the 7 dwarves. They synergize with having quite a bit, just having multiples, and by have 7, they have just synergy between themselves. And they get stronger and stronger each turn, and your commander lets for any equipment and for any dwarf. You get to draw and discard, so you'll be able to pick and choose the cards you need for certain matchups. If I have to say there is a card would be our secondary commander would be Magda, Brazen Outlaw. Everything she does is what we want. First of all, is an anthem for our dwarves. Second is whenever a dwarf enter becomes tapped, we make a treasure. It's really important because there are times the shuffler does not like us and we only have 2 lands and we need more color sources. And there's the 5 treasures where you can search for an artifact or a dragon. There's some that can help for us, but really those first 2 is what we want with Magna. As for how a deck like this works is we have a combination between early game we're playing a commander and we have some tutors to get the equipment we want and some ways to cast them for free. But the big equipments I would say are really good into this deck would be Stormforge Armor is an alchemy card from Tarkir Dragonstorm, where it's a 3 mana and to equip we have to pay 3 life, and when that creature attacks you get a Ball of Lightning, which is a 6/1 with trample and haste. So we're going to be hitting them for 6 each turn. Very good, especially the big thing is cheap, and we're very happy just to pay 3 life instead of an equipment cost. So that's most of the time the card we're going to be tutoring for. If we're against green, Sword of Forge and Frontier is pretty good to bypass. And Bearded Axe is pretty nice because we're a dwarf deck, so we can make any dwarf quite large. And we play a lot of small spells, so Cory Steelcutter is another good option. Because this is a removal heavy format, we're going to need getting equipment. Especially have a couple tutors, being able to have one that's a removal is quite useful. Also, it is a key number 3. 3 hits Vivi, 3 hits Tifa, and hits a lot of the small creatures. For example, Ragavan, it can hit quite a few cards. So we have some synergies with drawing when we have equipment. We have Cloud and Kellen, as well with Open the Armor to search for any equipment we need. We have a couple anthems as a finishers. But really the big deal is we are playing a lot. Just these 2 columns are removal. That's how much removal we need to consistently draw to even have a chance into most of these matchups. It is just very heavy into the removal, and that's where our commander goes in, because when we're playing our dwarves, we're drawing and discarding to hit the land drops we need and to hit the removal pieces. We have the early game side to hit the elves and the small creatures, and we have the mid and late game plans. We also have creature in creature form removal. It's very good in aggressive deck because we get to take their best thing, and we get to go on the offense as well. So let's see how we do with Giott, King of the Dwarves. We do have interaction turn 1. Do we Solitude taking out the flower so we can play the dwarves next time? I don't know. I think I'm willing to do that. Go behind a little bit of cards, but we don't have double white. Next turn. A little bit behind, but I think it's worth it. What am I giving up, a land? No. I think the axe. It feels too slow. Okay. Because you have to pay 3 and then 5. It's quite a bit. Alright, that's huge. We're gonna do that. That's double strike. Man, do we decline? Let's decline for now. Here we go. Build. Wonder if he hits here or just keeps. Oh, yes. Exile. How much we can do. Here he has it. Oh, that's good for us. Gives us a free block. But he has a fight spell, I imagine. Oh, that. Oh, well. It happens. It happens. Play you. Play you and pay. You have to pay the ward too, unfortunately. I can I can trade here, which is fine. Do that. Gets double strike, right? When a creature can try one chance or equip attacks, yep, against double strike. Take it 10. Pretty risky hit for him. So I can do this, and if he has it, he has it. Alright, yeah, maybe he has it, Alright. There, we got there. I was not kidding that we had to Solitude turn 1. That gave us enough time. Because we got to play our commander and equip it. This is a very fast format. If you're not efficient on your early turns, you will absolutely lose. You're 1 turn, I would say, from lethal. GG's. Alright, we got magged again. That's good. He has L, we have to bolt it. Fortunately, it's not instant speed. Okay. Wait, oh, we don't have it in this thing. Okay, fine. Not a problem. This gets into washaway territory, which I really can't afford to play that. I can play Magda here. I think we should. Next turn, it's in counterspell territory, so I do not want my commander getting countered. Problem. Actually, okay. You have to pay 3 life. I think it's worth it. Discard a card. What do we discard? Probably land, try to get something else. Solitude doesn't do us anything here. As weird as it sounds. We don't have a white to play it. Next turn we can play the axe. Discard a card, I think you. Or a magnet here. Yep, I don't want you. Okay. They have a small creature, we can exile it. Normally they're gonna play 2. No problems. I only have 1 white. Bit unfortunate, but it is. What do we do here? He gets the chump block, which is unfortunate, but it can happen. He can double block if he wants to. Alright, let's see what he has. Lots of play, it's gonna cost them. Because next turn we can Rogue's Passage and we have lethal. I don't know we had last turn. Maybe we did. Yeah, maybe we did. Alright, GG's. Well, we're against green, we have to keep removal. Especially turn 1 removal. Okay. This unfortunate search is only a white. So mono, we can get to yes, I am discarding. Question is what? I like the sword. It feels rough, but I think that's the correct one. We also need to get closer to a land, because we did not draw one. No way to deny that. Plays a ram creature and we draw a land, we can take it out. Alright, I'm doing it. I think the emerald is where it's probably better. Multiple creatures can hit there. Good news is they have creatures we can remove in on their turn. We're probably gonna be playing the commander.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. The land will not forsake you.
Will he
Behold,
pay a
nature's true
token
power.
or just leave it like that? Just leave it like that. Okay. Brew Cathar. If it's land. Maybe hexproof it, it's fine. Just want that thing tapped. You can go again. I'm gonna Werewolf. Get this guy. And we just keep going. Keep the pressure going at this point. We were getting close to get our 5 lands. So we can bypass any big creature. And that's how you deal with them. You have to constant aggression. GG's. I guess. I mean, this matchup is so difficult. If they have a remotely a good hand, you don't have a chance. Quite honestly, I'm trying to look. If he has the wash away, it's fine. I need him to burn counter magic. It's counter magic he's not using anymore. Question is, I need to deal with Vivi now or before. So he plays it. A little bit better. We can lightning bolt, and then we can start snagging it, but we need to draw our land here. I think at this point, do we risk bolting this? If we don't draw a land, we lose the game next turn. I think we're just that behind. We just need to draw well. Didn't draw well. But Magda can maybe do something. Maybe just not even that bad. I don't know. Do I take this trade? He's not playing Vivi does this. I really don't care too much. Especially played it like that. It was gonna be what, my white? Yep. Wonder he plays the monkey. I'd like to play you again. We need our options here. And we get this. Okay, we got our treasure. That's good. Thank you. If he gets counter, it's fine. I am okay him burning counter magic. I get a bird out of it? Fine. Not even that bad. Just needed that treasure. Question is now you can maybe go crazy with Vivi. Because we don't have instant speed removal. I will take this trade though. The opponent, for counting my commander, he lost a counter spell and his Ragged Man. This is the next one. Copy of it. Okay. Oh, Magna. Fine. Do with a Magna. I think at this point I need to start to hit him hard. We're running out of chances. We have 2 dwarves here. Power 2 or less, okay. All right. I don't think we can let Vivi survive, so let's get him. We cannot let that thing untap. Alright, I'm playing my commander. Speaking true, I believe. And we hit him with Arabella. They knew they double block. Played something against SP, they're taking 5 damage. Also highlights the power of Magna, especially in a dwarf deck, is if we draw Magna, we're getting treasures. It pretty much hard carried us the early game, because we only had 1 white source. This is Vivi with a lot of ramp, but fortunately had a removal. And that was how we got the counterspell away early. Played against our commander twice. So he didn't have any other interaction left. And that bought us the time. Also, this commander is just really, really strong. We needed, what, 1 removal spell, 2, 3, around 3 removal spells and a board to pressure him. And at any point they could have played a board wipe, they could have played other good cards. Alright, GG's. For post-game wrap with Giott, King of the Dwarves. It's a fun deck. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Being able to play this a Dwarves Matter deck with equipment ends up being quite nice. We get to draw and discard, so we don't have to worry about that in our 99. which tends to take quite a few spaces. So just having it in the command zone frees up two significantly more interesting cards. We have cards we can start putting in cards that make equipping cheaper, tutors for equipment, and be able to afford playing some interesting equipment. We're not super heavy into the equipment. We have some because we have tutors for it. And if you just start drawing them in multiples, they become quite bad. But that's also where your commander goes in. If we have them in multiples, we can discard and draw more. As for big tips with this deck is just run a lot of removal. You just need it. In a deck like this, we have to end the game fast. And any small blocker means our commander is not hitting. And we need to pretty much finish a game quite well. Any equipment makes our commander hit pretty hard, but we need to clear the way for him. And that's where all this interaction works. And unfortunately in this format there is just way too many win on the spot commanders, legendary creatures just from the command zone that they can just play, and we do not have an answer, we instantly lose a game. Before it was a theoretical loss where they just got so much card value where you would eventually lose, but now it's just straight up you just lose the game with Tifa, just one shots you next turn, Vivi as well, Ugin exiles your entire board, and so on with many of the legendary creatures. So being able to remove them on the spot as quickly as possible is the most important thing. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment below what other commanders would you like me to play. Thanks for watching.